Hello.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the McNulty's
McNulty's
on Movies. Today we're going to be talking about The Big Short, which is an excellent film that you should watch.
You definitely should watch it. We are going to be talking a lot about it.
There will be spoilers.
Spoilers for the actual movie.
Yeah.
You know what happens.
Yeah. In 2008, the financial markets crashed.
Whoops. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, Collin, you absolutely loved this movie.
I thought it was incredible. If it doesn't win the Oscar, I don't know.
Collin will be sad if it doesn't win the Oscar. I will not.
I thought if you liked American Hustle, which I know you didn't, I guarantee you will like this movie.
That movie.
If you didn't like American Hustle, you might still like this movie. Yeah.
I did not dislike this movie. I liked it. I did. We saw it shortly after I had LASIK surgery.
Yeah.
So I think that also colored it because it was a long movie and my eyes were tired and I was tired. It was about money. Yeah. And it's not like an area of interest for me very much. But honestly, that's who the movie's like geared towards.
But yes.
Well, and people that are interested, but
yeah.
They explain stuff for people like me to understand.
In a really clever way.
With really clever people.
Yeah. The writing on the movie is incredible to be able to to be a compelling story primarily about humans and motivations and greed and such instead of like about math when a lot of the actual events are in fact about math.
Yeah.
But to really get cut through that into the human element, it does so with incredible skill. Also, Steve Carell, once again, killing it.
Doing really good. It's incredible to me that how he can just completely flip.
Yeah. Although I did find elements of the Michael Scott character.
You did say that. I'm not seen The Office very much.
Yeah. I mean, like, what if Michael Scott was actually an incredibly serious and angry person? That's kind of how I felt he portrayed this person. I really appreciated the fourth wall breaking elements. There were several times during the movie, more than several, a lot of times during the movie, characters will stop and turn around and face the camera and give you details and such to really help you explain the comments. And I think that's a lot of times that can feel silly in other movies, but in this one it always felt like, hey, we recognize that without some sort of help, trying to write this in character would have felt just stupid. It would have been obvious that the characters are talking to the audience and not each other, so we're just going to have this guy turn around and talk to the camera for a little bit, which is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think I could fully explain anything completely that they talked about, but I feel like I have a good grasp of like the general situation and what happened now. And you could probably actually explain more intricate stuff a little bit better than you could maybe before.
Yeah, definitely.
And the acting was really very phenomenal all around. This is a small thing.
Yeah.
I didn't like this. But the Steve Carell's character,
Mark Baum.
His deal with his brother.
Yeah.
And then I did not like that, and I'm sure that that's real.
Yes.
I'm sure that that's why they put it in there.
Uh-huh.
But they didn't address it almost at all in the movie. It was like he had this horrible thing weighing on him, and then all of a sudden something happens, and then he cries with his wife for like a minute. But like I didn't feel like I ever got. So I'm like, that's why I'm a social worker. I'm a real people person. I wanted to hear more about that, and I know that the focus of the movie was supposed to be not that, but they still included it. I'm sure because they felt like it played a role. But I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't like I wish that they had included it differently.
No, I really appreciated that. Although it possibly could have used more screen time.
That's what I would have liked. But I understand that they had
a lot to
very limited screen time.
Yeah. So I felt like he was so angry as a person, and like the way they were showing that the way that he dealt with his job and other people in finance really was a direct result of, I felt like, his thoughts about how he had failed his brother and that he drowned himself in that anger and that work to I don't know, get away
to
from
cope.
That.
It was a coping mechanism.
Exactly.
I completely agree, and I guess I just wish that when he kind of recognized that and tried to let that go, that they would have spent more time on that, because I think that was part of his character development.
Yeah.
Or instead of talking about real people, his development as a person.
Yeah.
That was like key to that time, and I don't feel like they spent necessarily enough time on it to bring it up and make it what it was. I wish they'd spent more time kind of on the not resolution of that, but a breakthrough in that. I just feel like the time was skewed on it. Small part of the movie.
Yeah.
Incredible guy. Incredible guy. That was just a thought I had, and I think the movie, in general, like I said, it's not one of my favorite movies. I want other things to win the Oscar, but I think this probably will, and I'll be
fight it out.
I'll be okay with that.
Yeah,
because it was extremely well done. A lot of work went into it. So
what I really thought was especially well done is the way that through the early parts of the movie, you're very much cheering for these guys that they're portraying. Several different firms, Christian Bale's firm, Steve Carell's firm, and those two guys who I don't know who they are.
One is Noah, right?
I have
no idea. That was the character's name?
No idea. The people with Brad Pitt.
I tried to find them, but I was not very good at it.
You're like, oh yeah, they're going to beat these like greedy bankers who don't see this coming, like they've outsmarted it, and all these bankers are going to lose, and they're going to win. And then there's a moment where, right as that is kind of like crescendoing, and they realize that is going to happen, and the movie kind of turns around and recognizes, like, it kind of zooms out to the bigger picture of, like, yes, they are going to win, they are going to beat these bankers, but the degree to which the bankers are going to lose is dwarfed relative to the collateral damage that this disaster is going to cause.
Yeah.
And really shifts tone dramatically. And it works. And I don't know, that really worked for me. And I thought it was very well done.
I think it worked for me too, and I think that is why I feel the way partially why I feel the way I do. Because it did not give me a good feeling.
No,
but it was not a good circumstance. It's not a good circumstance still.
Yeah.
So I think, I guess it accomplished what it was meant to.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I got.
Yeah. So definitely see it.
Yeah, you should definitely see The Big Short, and where it's going to be a strong contender for the McNulty's, and I think it's going to be a strong contender for the Oscar.
I think it will too.
All right. Well, thank you for watching our series of pre-McNulty's videos.
There will be more in the near future.
Yes.
Movies that we'd really like to watch are Bridge of Spies, which is also nominated.
Mm-hmm.
There was that one with Mark Ruffalo.
Brooklyn. I have no idea what it's about.
We don't know.
Presumably it's set in New York.
And I think maybe there's one or two more that we need to see. If you have a movie we should see, comment below.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.